3 tips on how to evaluate job offer. What should be your decision consideration? How should you be making the decision? Watch this video so that you can choose your dream job and have an awesome career. Do you know 85% of employees globally, as per a recent Gallup report, are either actively disengaged or not engaged? Do you know 30.8% is the attrition level in large organizations? So why do you think people are so disengaged, people are ready to leave the job or already leaving their job? There are multiple number of reasons for that, but one of the primary reasons is they mess up on how they evaluate new job offers, either at the initial stages of the career, mid stages, or even at senior stages. They mess up big time and the problem starts from there. So what should you be doing to make sure you really choose the best of the job that fits you and have an awesome and successful career? There are 3 factors essentially for you to consider for making such a decision. Number 1, learning factor. Number 2, benefit factor. Number 3, seniority factor. When I'm saying learning factor, it involves what is the role demanding from the incumbent, what kind of projects you will be doing, what kind of clients you will be handling. Then you consider who are you going to work with, what is their credential, what is the ecosystem like, who are your peers, what is the quality of talent there, how much is the organization ready to invest in your development, what is the culture of the organization. All of these in sum total is learning factor. What I simply mean, out of your association with a given organization, how much will you evolve as a professional? That's the question I'm trying to solve. Number 2 is benefits factor. It has 2 parts. One is current, one is future. So in current, you have what is the compensation hike you are getting, right? What are the other benefits you are getting in terms of insurance, leaves, bonuses, incentives. And one of the benchmark there is you should at least negotiate a 25% hike, simply because remember, the actual hike that you make on your overall CTC of 25%, you're not going to get that. It is going to come down because of taxation. And secondly, in the journey, in the gap between one performance period to the second performance period, you have 12 months. Now, if you look at the job hunting cycle, you take 3-4 months to find a job, a couple of months to get the offer rolled out, a couple of months to serve the notice. So you're already done with 8 to 9 months. So by the time you are landing or joining the new organization, you're very close to your next performance cycle in the previous organization, which would have anyways given you a 6 to 7% hike. Which means if you don't negotiate a 25% hike, you will not even get a 18% real-time hike after offsetting the hike that you would have got in your previous organization. Isn't it fair to ask for a 17-18% hike? And don't fall prey to what the recruiters may say. They may say, this is not an industry benchmark. They may say you're asking them too much, but that's their job, right? Their job is to sell the job to you at a lower cost to the company. Your job is to create the right brand value for yourself. Make sure you get what you deserve, what you think is right value for you. So that's my observation there. For future, again, you have to make sure that what is the growth the job offers or the company offers. What kind of, how many years typically it takes to promote you? What is the brand value? What is your employability in the market, right? 3 to 4 years if you associate with that organization, how much are you on demand in the market? So these are some of the considerations on benefits factor. On the seniority factor, one very important distinction is you should not confuse between designations and seniority. Designations are all messed up. You can become a AVP in banks through one promotion, and you can take 25 years in product companies to become a AVP or a VP. So it's all messed up. What you should consider broadly is there are 3 layers or stages in one's career. One is the execution, which is the junior stage. You have the middle management, where you increasingly keep focusing on teams and people, but also executing. And then the senior management, where you are taking business, focusing more on business decisions, clients, but at the same time doing people management. And you must make sure that in your mind, when you are making career moves, career transitions, or evaluating jobs, you should try to make sure you're transitioning from one layer to the other, or one stage to the other stage. Now, let's focus on the 3x3 matrix to really help you how you should make a decision. So here you go, 3x3 matrix. Now, I filled this up. These are the 8 possibilities that can happen if you consider these 3 factors. Of course, it's a simplification of the complex decision-making process, but if you go by that, you have these 8 scenarios. So what I simply mean by scenario, let's say you have a job offer, so you're evaluating the job offer based on learning factor, benefits factor and seniority factor, and let's say the first one you have all 3 yes, means yes, the job is giving you great learning, the job is giving you awesome money and growth, the job is giving you the next designation, seniority. So all these 3 are yes. So the decision making is very simple for you. Go ahead and take the job. Now we're going to analyze for all of these parameters, all these 8 different scenarios. So remember, my view is the first principle that you need to keep in mind is never compromise on learning. Money, designation, nothing matters in terms of learning. So your learning factor is almost holy grail and you have to give it high weightage. So if learning is not there, learning factor is weak in any of the job offers you get, I will straight away reject those offers. So I will kill these 4. Now I'm going to look at the remaining 4, and the first one is all is yes. So great, you are lucky, go ahead and take the job. But the question comes the second, third and the last one. Second one, you have great learning, you have great money, but you are not having seniority. Now what should you be doing? Now it depends on what stage of career you are. If you are in a junior position, if you're in an early stage of your career, which is let's say 7 to 8 years, I would say designation should not be a big criteria for you. You are getting your learning, so great, which is most important. You're also getting money, and I know in the initial 10 years, money is very important, it appears very tempting, it is lucrative, so go ahead and take the job. But if you are in the mid-level or you are in the senior level, I would say don't take the job, and here is my reason. See, remember, a job change is an opportunity for you to grow up in the hierarchy. It's very important because the kind of impact you can make is a function of the authority that has been vested in a given role or a job. Now, even if you are capable, but if you don't have the formal authority, you will not be able to make those impacts because you will be catering to the bureaucracy of the organization, to your boss who may have a different agenda or may not be as capable as you are. So there is a dichotomy there. You have to make sure you get the right level so that you perform, make an impact and really outshine others. And that is possible only when you are leveraging the job change as a means to also upgrade your position, upgrade your authority in your professional value chain. Now, if you are a mid-level, you should try to become a senior level as you transition the job. So you should not take this option because it's not giving you seniority. If you're in a senior position, make sure you are getting more authority as you make the transition. If you're not getting this, as in this case, you should not take it. If you are in early, an early mid-level, which has just become a mid-level, I think still you can take this offer because of course you do stay there for a bit of time. But my suggestion would be to consider it properly. If you are in a junior position, go ahead, take it. Get your money, get your learning, gear up for your quick mid-level in your next move. Now, the next offer where you don't have the money, but you have great designation, seniority, and great learning factor, go ahead. Money will eventually catch up, irrespective of which level you are, take this job. The last one, which is you don't have both, you don't have money, or the benefits factor is weak, and the seniority factor is weak, but you have great learning factor. I would say if you're in a junior position, like 7-8 years or so, up to that, go ahead with that. If you get a new quality of learning, you will have premium in the market subsequently. Don't lose the opportunity. So key takeaways from the discussion. Number 1, learning factor is very important. You cannot compromise on that. Number 2, benefits factor. You need to be very careful that you have certain minimum growth that you ask from organization. You need to make sure that you don't listen too much to what recruiters are saying, and you need to make sure that you are associating with the right brand so that your future growth is secure. And number 3, seniority factor. Distinction between designation and seniority. Designation doesn't equal to seniority, and you need to make sure that as you transition from one job to the other, use that to see that you jump substantially in terms of authority and zone of influence. So that's it for today. I hope you liked the session. Please comment and share your feedback, and do subscribe the channel so that my new videos can reach out to you. Take care and stay focused.